Hello, hello, Mana here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Picking up here in, I believe it was Oleg's trading post? I don't know if that was the proper name, but either way, it is Oleg's, and it is his trading post, so all good there, I assume. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and we're just going to jump straight into things. If you might be able to tell by my voice, I have only just woken up, like literally 10 minutes ago. I made a coffee and sat back down and pretty much just got straight into recording because I really wanted to play some more, and I didn't get to yesterday, so yeah, straight into it this morning. And yeah, I just thought, I don't know if it was on camera there, Lindsay was just sitting there dancing by herself, so, well, you do you, Lindsay. And yeah, Noriel Atar, oh, a Noriel. I feel it's going to be a bad habit. These, like, I mean, they're obviously letters when you look at them, but I feel like when my eyes, when I go to the name tag, I just see this, like, you know, just in the, I don't know how to put it, like the gut level reaction of my eyes, we'll say. It's like, that's like a symbol next to the name or something. Because it's just so different than the rest, but yes, I assume you're not Vetlana, so yes, alright. But yeah, it did mention about being able to talk to our party members here, so I don't know if it's going to be much to say, but yeah, we'll go around and have a chat to everyone, see what's going on. And yeah, it should be good. I'm going to be having my morning coffee while we do this. That's good stuff. Alright, Lindsay, let's start with you. A halfling girl with tousled hair wearing a dusty traveller's outfit sits chewing the tip of her quill. Just a moment. How should I put this? Oh, I know. She scribbles something quickly in a notebook scrawled with verse. Raised verse? I don't know what that means in that context. In a notebook scrawled with verse. Raised her eyes and gives you a bright smile. Oh, hi. I was kind of hoping these parts would be voice acted, but maybe they won't be. That's a little disappointing, actually. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Where are you from? I'm from all over, haha. I was actually born in Galt, in such a tiny village that's not even on the maps. If it weren't for my teacher, I'd still be living there, milking goats, weeding turnips, swilling homebrew, having babies, and using books only as kindling. It's a very sad use of books. Who was your teacher? He's a true saint. He was once an important person in the capital at the Church of Shellen, but he got in trouble with the authorities and went on a self-imposed exile to the tiniest, most godforsaken, priestless village he could find, the one where I was born. He wanted to open a school, but the villagers wouldn't let him. You can heal us all you'd like, but no putting any ideas into our children's heads. Well, that's, you know, not a bad instinct for parents to have, but it'll only distract them from their work. But he did teach me on the sly. He taught me how to read, how to write, and gave me books, poems, legends. He was one that told me about the Arch Knights of Aviston. And when I told him I was going on a journey, he gave me a magic ring so that Shellen would protect me from harm. I haven't seen him since I ran away from home. I hope he's alright. I ask Shellen every day to grant him a long life, and new students. Arch Knights of Istavan? Who are they? Oh, you haven't heard of them? How can you be a hero without knowing one of the most epic stories in the history of stories? No, I won't spoil anything. You should just read about them yourself, every single chapter. Their adventures are what gave me the idea of going on a heroic quest and writing about it to begin with. And now, look at me, here I am, on a heroic quest. Indeed. How did you become a bard? When I realized there was nothing for me at the home besides more radish patches, I decided to run away. A traveling book peddler, Tessie the Quill, happened across our village. Well, I stuck to her like a burr and wouldn't let go until she agreed to take me as an apprentice. Together we travelled everywhere, to Brevoy and Taldor, and even used to love. And then I found out about the Academy of Grand Arts in Pitax. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, like Pitax. It's such a harsh, like, sounding thing. I don't know. Like it's meant to be Pitax or something, maybe? I'll go with Pitax. And I thought, well, I love reading stories, so I can surely learn to write them too. I enrolled on my first try, and they even gave me a scholarship. Then they expelled me, haha, but that's okay. They'd already taught me all the important stuff, and now, with Shellen's help, I can manage on my own. Okay, yeah, so one thing about Lindsay, I'm not like, because I only know Bard in the sort of typical sense, not in the Pathfinder sense, but she's like, seems to be like a mix of Bard and Rogue or something. But then she uses a crossbow, which I don't know if that is common to Bards. I guess yeah. Do you worship Shellen? Yes, not to offend the other gods, but she's the most important of them all. All the other gods guard the world as it is, but only the Eternal Rose, the goddess of beauty, calls us to the world as it should be. Why are your clothes so messy? Lindsay waves her hand carelessly. Forget it. I can't waste money on looks. I'd rather buy books instead. In 100 years, when people are reading my works, they aren't going to ask whether the author had holes in her sleeves. True, true. Let me ask you about something else. You come from text, right? Tell me about it. Oh, I love it. Yeah, these? Oh, you can do that. Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, I've been meaning to do that and I forgot. Long a haven for thieves and smugglers, Pitax is a hub for trade in the River Kingdoms. It aspires to be the center of culture and higher learning as well, but cannot escape its more unsavory origins. Yeah, Alegovich, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure that's what you mentioned about, like, different colored text, I think. Yes, I should be paying attention to that. What's life in Pitax like? Actually, Pitax has always been one of the huge nest of thieves. Bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fence cards, sharps. It's always been a home for the likes of them. But that was before Irovetti became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Irovetti always wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown, though that's exactly what he is. Haha. He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great person of the arts, so he built the Academy of Grand Arts and spent a lot of gold to assemble the best artists, poets, and magicians. Of course, the very best ones refused to go, but he got what he wanted in a way. If Pitax was once just a booze barn for thieves, now it's a cabaret. Okay, so maybe that explains why she's like a bard mixed with thief sort of thing. What do you know of King Irovetti? He won his crown in a game of cards, which says as much about Pitax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever, some cheats. I know He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats I know told me that from the moment he appeared, he started pulling off such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded into Pitax. And also, he's incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. Getting drunk with whores at the pub, that's not Lord Irovetti style. Oh no, he aims higher. Dressing up like a male Calistria, also known as the Savored Sting, the unquenchable fire, is the goddess of lust and revenge who takes on many faces and guises. She is held in especially high regard by the elves, who often identify with her mercurial moods and changeable nature. A fondness for wasps has earned this vengeful deity the title of Savored Sting. Such creatures live on after harming their enemies, a trait Calistria's followers hope to emulate when pursuing their goals. Calistria, I think that's it. Dressing up like a male Calistria with a golden codpiece and holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the unrivaled king. That's more like it. He also likes singing, and he orders his guards to make the citizens gather for his shows. May Shellin have mercy on his listeners. Okay, interesting king. Tell me about the academy you studied at. I need some coffee in between. You know, jokes aside, I'm thankful to Irovetti for building it, but he has no taste at all, whatsoever. He likes his art loud, bright, grandiose, and most importantly, glorifying his royal highness. He kicked out the best charcoal artist because he didn't wish to spend money on grey scribbles. He sacked a masterful flute player from the Tianzia for playing too quietly, and instead ordered them to open a kettle drum class. He even ordered the academy to expel me, and for what? An innocent limerick. Academy of Grand Arts. While not as popular as some of the great bardic schools of the Inner Sea, Pitax's Academy of the Grand Arts still managed to attract some students seeking greater specialization. Would you like to go back to the academy and finish your studies? I'd like to return, but on one condition. If they threw out the 3/4 of the professors who teach there now and returned all the ones they banished. If you ask me, I'm proud to have been expelled. If my art was to Iroveti's liking, then I would have reason to be ashamed. So, yeah, a bit of a... maybe a clever guy, and not terrible in all ways, but also a narcissist who really wants to see himself admired and honored and, you know, glorified. I wish these were a little bit... let me move my monitor up a little bit. I wish you could, like, see them grade a little more. I don't know if it's just my monitor settings or something, but there's, like... there's not a huge difference between... like, I can tell if I look, but... yeah, I wish that was a little bit more grey. Tell me about the book you're writing. What is there to tell? You've seen some of my rough drafts already, haven't you? It's a book about you and your adventures. I'm writing the whole truth just as it happened. Well, the whole artistic truth, you know. No glory, no story. Why are you writing it? What's the point? When I was in the academy, Earbold the Insightful began his literature course with a question. What is a person? And he answered, "A person is a storytelling animal. Our world does not consist of things. All these woods, seas, and cities, it consists of stories about those things. The stories we tell to ourselves and to each other. Just think about it. Centuries will pass and there will be no me and no you. All your subjects will be long gone, but you and I will live on in people's memories and influence their deeds, thanks to this very book." True, true. I mean, some of the great books that we have these days were written a long time ago. And it's very fortunate to survive, my god. Like, yeah. And there's been a lot lost, though. No offense, but your command of language is not that good. The truth doesn't hurt me. The truth doesn't hurt me. Who do you think my most servile critic is? That's right, it's me. This is my first real book, and I have much yet to learn. But don't you worry, I will do your feats justice. If I put my foot in my mouth here and there, then we can print a second edition, revised and corrected. True, true. Your book is full of inconsistencies. Well, yes, I can admit that. Sometimes one has to bend a few details for the sake of dramatic effect. It's called poetic truth. I write about everything as if I saw it with my own eyes, even parts of the adventure that I wasn't around for. But I do always carefully question everyone who was with you at the time. Think of it as a general picture. In the end, you're the hero of this book, and I'm just a storyteller. Okay, so I wonder, like, yeah, I'm still very curious about if she wasn't in the party, how that would work. Because she seems to be very central to the story, even though it's... yeah, interesting. So, what kind of character am I? In books, everything is simple. These are the heroes and those are the villains. In life, of course, it's completely different. You have to make difficult decisions, and I don't always agree with you, but that's what makes you complex, multifaceted... But that's what makes you a complex, multifaceted character. You are like a force of nature, wild and unpredictable. You're full of surprises. I doubt I could make a protagonist like you, even if I tried hard. Very good. How do you feel about me reading your work in progress? Well, these are only drafts, but of course you're welcome to read them. Just keep in mind that even if you don't like what I write about, I won't change a single letter, so don't even ask. Fair enough, fair enough. Of course, it's a book about you, but it's my book, understood? The small writer's eyes glow rebelliously. As long as you write the truth, I have no objection. Chaotic good. Write whatever you wish. I doubt you would defame me, or for that matter, overpraise. Lawful neutral. Write whatever you wish, it's your right, but I shall decide if your book is allowed on my lands. That's a... I don't know, I'm not sure I'd call that neutral. Because, like, you're, like, saying, I'll decide if this information is going to be allowed. Like, I wouldn't call that lawful neutral. I'd say that bends into evil, you know, dictating what information can be allowed within a... You know what I mean? Neutral. I will be remembered for my deeds, not for your book. How do you? I have no interest in censorship. Any stories about me are welcome as long as they're interesting. Yeah, that's actually fitting to me. I wasn't looking for it, but yeah, I think I might be a chaotic neutral person. I'd rather have a say in how my biography turns out. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with some of these alignments. Of course, you can write about whatever you want, but you know what happens to writers who displease their rulers. Yeah, yeah, true. Honestly, I kind of, like, I'm not going to purposely go towards chaotic neutral, but it's kind of fun because I picked that and this actually fits. Yeah, I have no interest in censorship. Any stories about me are welcome as long as they're interesting. Ahaha, no, I'm not going to make up any fiction about you, and why would I? I wouldn't be able to invent half of the adventures you keep getting yourself into. Yeah, screw censorship. Are these not grey now? They don't look grey. Or is it because they all... Oh no. Yes, that one's like slightly different, but honestly... Yeah, I wonder if I can shift that at all. Like, it's not a huge deal, but it's like... I feel like I have to focus a little bit more than I should to be able to tell. Like, it's easier there when they're split, but still. Tell me about your friendship with Tessie the Quill, after some coffee. Oh, need that to keep my brain active. Tell me about your friendship with Tessie the Quill. What's there to say? The books woke my urge to travel, but it was only thanks to Tessie that I managed to really get out of my village. At first, Tessie tried in vain to get rid of me, but later, when I told her I was staying in Patax, she even shed a tear. I wonder where she is now. What's the deal with the ring you always wear on your finger? Ah, this. Lindsay holds her arms free to get a clear view of the ring. It was a gift to me from my first teacher. It's magical, imbued by the powers of Shellin, no less. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. Oh, that's pretty awesome. So please don't be angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fright. I'll wait for you here. Promise. Oh, is that actually a thing? Like, is that actually going to happen? I wonder, like, if she gets near death, will she suddenly teleport here or something? Leave and do not return. I don't want to ever see you again. No, I have to go. Just don't leave without me, of course. I could just write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay cooped up in a dusty room, I'd still be sleeping through lectures at the academy. You got kicked out, buddy. But no, I won't leave without you, Lindsay. I like ya. What are you up to, Svetlana? Gotta love the name Svetlana. I don't know why. Good day. I hope you're feeling well, feeling alright after the battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. Anything for you, Svetlana. What did you want to ask me? Tell me about yourself. How did you and your husband find the courage to establish a trading post in the Stolen Lands? What can you tell me about the Stag Lord? I'm curious about that. He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the Stolen Lands into his personal kingdom, a kingdom of fear and oppression. It's interesting that they show these. Like, I like that they do, but I feel like by default, it would make sense for this type of game to not actually show you those. Like, I think that would make more sense for default. I like them, but, yeah. It would be a kingdom of lawlessness. Once I've dealt with the Stag Lord, your life will improve. I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. Lawful evil. Fear always follows power. It would be naive to think the Stag Lord is so much different from any other ruler. In life, you either inspire fear or cower from it. I prefer to be the one who's feared. I'll deal with Stag Lord, have no doubt. I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. I do like those kind of adventures. I can't thank you enough for the hope you've given me, but please be careful. The Stag Lord is extremely dangerous. Tell me about yourself. How did you and your husband find the courage to establish a trading post in the Stolen Lands? It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. In Rostov, everyone respects the Sword Lords. The Aldori Sword Lords arose when famed swordsman Baron Syrian Aldori agreed to train a select group of pupils in his dueling techniques. They ruled Rosslyn for generations, each as prickly and impulsive as the Order's founder. Though they are considered some of the finest sword fighters in the Inner Sea region, they are also obsessed with personal standing and honor. In Rostov, everyone respects the Sword Lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not with the Stag Lords, man. I see. Oh, I need some coffee. You'd think after getting through Geneforge I would be a little bit better at reading, but I feel like I'm still a bit stumbly here and there, so appreciate you making it through with me. What did you want to ask me? Svetlana lowers her head. This is a very personal request, and maybe not important enough for your time. I'll completely understand if you say no, but the first time the Stag Lord thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket really, but it means so much to me. I remember every moment of the day Oleg came to me, that ring in hand, to ask if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, fearing that I'd misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid and everyone around would laugh. Svetlana interrupts herself, shaking her head gently. If you happen to find my ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize. My name is engraved inside the band. Svetlana drops her eyes, lowering her voice. There is one more thing. Among the bandits, there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she can be extremely dangerous and cruel. But please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have the chance. I feel like I need a little elaboration on that. I can't promise anything, but if I come across an alternative, I have more important things to worry about, I'd be happy to help Svetlana. I mean, you're married, which sucks, but I like the name Svetlana, so... Svetlana, I'm so grateful for your help. I feel like we could use some elaboration. Like, you're asking us to take mercy on a dual axe wielding bandit. I feel like that merited a follow-up question, but apparently not. Alright, oh yeah, so recover Svetlana Leviton's wedding ring from the bandits and return it to her. So that falls under errands, okay. 88 days and 6 hours. So yeah, that's one thing, like, can you literally fail that and it's like game over? That's the kind of stuff I'm worried about. Like, doing a full playthrough of a game this big, like, I don't know, if anyone has any tips on, or like things I should know, please let me know on that. Like, I want to avoid spoilers, of course, but I would just hate to play like a lot of hours of this and then actually fail to the point of not being able to return, sort of thing. So I would like to avoid that if possible. Hopefully my saving will keep up with that. Which actually, on that note, I want to increase the amount of saves. So I put this at 10, but they just keep ordering, which I actually love that system, so I'm going to put it up to 25. And yeah, screw it, I'm going to do that as well. It's fine. I love saves. I don't know, let me know if there's any reason I shouldn't do that. I assume it's fine, the game allows it. Alright, very good. I guess we'll chat with you. Anoriel 8 Eyes. The elf looks straight at you, through the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the Stolen Lands? The Stolen Lands are an almost wholly unsettled region in the northeastern section of the River Kingdoms, bordering the nation of Brevoy and serving as a buffer between Brevoy and the River Kingdoms. Traditionally the haunt of bandits and monstrous humanoids, the Stolen Lands are regarded as stolen by all nations along the border, even though none have ever been able to keep these realms under their control for long. Seeking your fortune in the Stolen Lands? You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice, keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? The elf grunts, Anoriel 8 Eyes. Once upon a time I was a famous throughout Absalom, Anoriel 8 Eyes of the Reckless Six. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognized you on the street anymore. What a shame. For more than 4,000 years, Absalom has been the city at the center of the world, a metropolis-sized showcase of the greatest treasures in all of Galarian. The city not only holds a key strategic position for both commercial and military endeavors in the region, but encompasses the site of the ascension of the four deities and claims to have been founded by none other than the last Aslanti, the god of Aradin. Man, there's so much to unpack in this game, like so many like locations and gods and people and cities and regions and yeah. Delicious. What are you doing here? I see that you're waiting for adventurers who are in need of help. We may be sitting here in a backwoods tavern, but in Absalom I have a lot of friends who are eager to make a few coins. They have brave hearts but shallow pockets. A little gold would be a welcome change for them. I can send them a message and they will come from Absalom through a portal. If you're interested, just give me a sign and we'll arrange everything right away. Okay. Also, I can summon the tutors from the Pathfinder Society, who can retrain you and your companions. They're quite willing to do this for free, but the first 3 times you request... Also, I can summon the tutors from the Pathfinder Society, who can retrain you and your companions. They're quite willing to do this for free the first 3 times you request their services. After that, the price for retraining will gradually increase. Such is the way of doing business with all new clients. The Pathfinder Society is a globe-spanning organization based out of Absalom. The membership consists primarily of Pathfinders, adventurers who travel throughout Galarian, usually inconspicuously, and explore, delve, and otherwise experience the lesser-seen parts of the world. They send journals documenting their travels back to their venture captains, who also assign them new missions and suggest new places to explore. The most exciting and illuminating of these journals are compiled in the Pathfinder Chronicles, an ongoing series of books that collect the history and mystery of Galarian for its membership and the general public. So is this basically the option to reset like our levels so we can rebuild our character? Because if that's it, that's really good. I would be very happy to have that option, especially multiple times for free. I'm curious about this, the other part though. Yeah. I could send them a message, they'll come through Absalom through, but like, is that an option to gain? That might be like generic party members or something? Yeah, well, let's start with these ones. Why are you called 8 Eyes? Once long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to the wall before he could even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and looked all around at once, though it seems I've outlived my nickname. Anoriel stretches her arm forward. Her palm trembles noticeably. I've been drinking so much lately. It's best I don't test my skills too often. Probably so. A famous Pathfinder here in the middle of nowhere? Why? You want to know how one could exchange the life of a Pathfinder for this sorry drunken rat hole? The lights in Noriel's eyes goes out as if someone had blown out a candle. You lose all your friends because of one scumbag, and then you'll understand. I was the only one to return from the final campaign of the Reckless Six, and wherever it left me, can't be called a seeker anymore. And whatever it left me, can't be called a seeker anymore. And Noriel remains silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wishes to poke the old wound. Here's the story. Our leader, Vermelt, was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. One of those friends. Adrian, Adressant, sent him a disturbing letter. He'd stumbled upon a mention of some ancient books on the art of necromancy. Secrets like those are best left hidden forever. Trust me, I've seen what that kind of magic can do. The elf bites her lip. To make a long story short, these volumes were supposedly hidden in the catacombs of Gallowspire. We decided that the book should be retrieved and kept safe by the Society. We gathered in a tavern, discussed the expedition, then proceeded to Ustalov. It was a normal mission, a quick and quiet recovery. Noriel smiles bitterly. But everything turned out to be much more complicated. We barely made it through the Witchgate Forest. All those terrible living trees, undead druids and their archers of bone. It was a miracle we managed to make it out alive. Pathfinder of Society. Oh, is that just... Oh yeah, same thing. Ustalov. The immoral principality of Ustalov is a fog-shrouded nation of countless horrors and a once proud realm that suffered under the clawed hands of a whispering tyrant for centuries. We'd chosen Renchurch to stop at. It was marked on Vermelt's map as a safe enough haven to hole up and lick our wounds. How I wish that had been true. Vermelt was the first to perish. He was attacked by one of the monsters hiding in the stables. It tossed him about like a feather and threw him down an ancient well. His shout echoed for a long time, and I didn't hear the sound of him landing, and then, Noriel pauses and turns away, hiding her eyes. Enough, I shouldn't have gotten into this. Who am I to stir up others' feelings with all my chatter? We'd best forget about it for now. Maybe I'll tell you more some other time, but not today. Okay, interesting. I want to know more about the Pathfinder Society. What exactly are interesting? What is the purpose of the society? It's a school of adventurers. We search for those who are eager to test their skills, and we educate them and give them ideas about where on Galarian they might seek their fortune. They look for forgotten knowledge, secrets, and lost artifacts. They are explorers and pathfinders. We're sort of a mutual assistance club for adventure lovers. We exchange experience, share knowledge, and keep careful records, in case it proves useful to future expeditions. And also, we publish books for thrill seekers and bored urban teenagers from wealthy families. Galarian. The planet Galarian orbits a yellow sun in the far reaches of the material plane. Third of the Elven in orbit, this blue planet contains vast ocean and lush green lands, and is the perfect environment for countless cultures. Indeed, Galarian is the most populous planet in its solar system. Its innately hospitable and life-sustaining environment is presumably the work of the gods. So astronomers sometimes refer to Galarian as the Child. Astronomers of other planets, however, often refer to Galarian as the Cage, in reference to its cosmic role as a prison of the mad god Rovagog, who lies bound at its world's core. Okay, so is the Pathfinder universe like there's different planets? Okay, that's interesting. What kind of members does society have? All sorts of adventurers. We have representatives from all races, religions, and beliefs. The Grand Lodge is in Absalom, but there are many smaller lodges throughout Galarian, and the venture captains direct pathfinders to their goals from across all corners of the world. There are many renowned heroes in the society, and many scoundrels as well, whose service to the society has brought them fame. Who does the society support? You mean who does it serve? No one in particular. Pathfinders try not to get involved in the quarrel of others. They only serve the spirit of adventure, and sometimes they happen to save the world. However, that doesn't mean there are no black sheep among the Seekers. We'll talk about this another time. Where were you when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting, got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me. I guess I should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'd be scared of a good fight. If only I'd known I was missing all the action. But I see you've got everything under control. Yeah, we got it covered. I need loyal and experienced fighters. I have friends like that. Just decide who exactly you need and they'll come to my signal. They'll cost you 2,000 gold pieces. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing these are probably like the option to get like a generic specific class character. Is that what that would be? Yeah, which I don't want generic characters. That's no fun. I'd like to use the tutor service of the Path Society. Certainly, as promised, the first 3 times you request free training, the Pathfinder Society tutors will do their work for free. Shall we summon them? Let me think about it. Alright. Regarding your story, would you like to join me? No, I've got enough things to do already. You'd be better to manage on your own. Regarding your story, an arrow looks at you silently. I guess we've already covered that. Well, what happened in Renchurch? The elf shakes her head. I have no wish to fill your sleep with nightmares. When you prove that you can stand firm in battle, that you can achieve victory without losing yourself along the way, then I'll tell you of the horrors that waited us in Renchurch. Okay. Is this just going to repeat? Honora remained silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wants... Oh, yeah, it's... Yeah. Okay. Alright, thanks for the chat, Noriel. Noriel. Man. I can see why maybe the character stuff here isn't voice acted, but man, how good would it be? I mean, especially with the party members. You know, I do find that a little disappointing. Not huge, but like... I don't know, I just feel like you get so much more personality out of them when you can actually hear them talking. Understandable that not everything can be voice acted in a game this big, but... I kind of wish that was. Alright, outside. Have a big stretch. What have we got out here? Bockin's here. Oleg Leviton, Harem's here. Where might... Amiri's training, of course. Amiri, you're the best. Oh, dog, hello. You have a label. Hello. No? Okay. I'm gonna leave Amiri for last, because she's the best. Let's go see what these guys are up to. So I don't know if we just like, do we just leave when we're ready, I assume, or something, or... Not sure on that. Let's talk to Buchan. Buchan frowns as he obstinately examines the nearest wall, hands in his sleeves. Without turning to you, the old man finally says in a dull voice, "You want some potions? Can I help you in any way?" Buchan glances at you, suddenly interested. "Well, since you're asking, there's a cave nearby. I used to pick berries in there, but the place has been overrun by spiders. These berries are red, look a lot like raspberries. Fangberries, I call them. I'd be real grateful if you gave it a basket of them and brought them back. Just be quick if you do, they spoil quickly. Those spiders in the caves are mean. Here, let me give you some alchemical fire. Crafted it myself. Burn those spiders to a crisp. That'll teach them for taking over my Fangberry cave. I also need a bucket of moon radishes. They're a rare and mysterious plant. I don't know where to find them, but I know the kobolds gather them and value them highly. It's not a huge deal, really. I do it myself while we're younger, but if you're willing, I'll pay you. 3 potions for the berries, and a purse full of coins for all the radishes. Yeah, stuff like this. I mean, I want to do everything, but I don't know if some of it's not smart to do because of the time constraints. Why do you need fangberries and moon radishes, Buchan? You want to know, huh? Well, I'll gladly tell you after you bring me some. Alright, I'll help you. Buchan glanced at you, hopefully. Just watch out, alright? Don't end up someone's lunch. Remind me what you do here. What's there to tell? I'm a herbalist. Make potions... Oh yeah, we've already read that. Show me what you have. And coffee... Yeah, regarding side quest, I don't know, let me know if there's anything I should know about that kind of stuff. I would appreciate it. I don't know if there's anything we want to get here. I feel like I probably should be saving my money for now, for the most part. Like the main thing yeah, as long as we've got those, that's the main thing I want. Alchemist Fire. That's pretty cheap. I got 7 of them. But it does sound pretty useful. Acid flasks, similar. Is that, yeah. I might actually grab a few of those. I do not want 41. Maybe 3. Do we pick up anything we should sell? Oh yeah, okay, we have that. Jasper, and yeah, let me know if any of these things that say a merchant would pay well for it I shouldn't actually be selling. Much appreciate that too. If they say it, I sort of assume that it's fine to sell, but you never know. Old map of Istavan. I'll sell one of them. That's sort of a fun keepsake, maybe. I don't know. Oh, right, the bows. Right, I didn't, right. I sort of forgot we hadn't actually had a chance to talk to someone to sell things since that fight, right. I don't know what's with these composite bows, like, why are they worth so much? Seems kind of OP when you compare it to all the other weapons we've run into so far. This cloak grants its wearer a +1 resistance bonus on all saving throws. Bonuses of the same type usually don't stack. Yeah, that's still something I need to get a better understanding of. Because, yeah, I don't know if that's like a thing as in like spells don't stack with armor, or if there's like, does one overwrite the other, or... Yeah, I really need to figure that out. It's probably fine for the minute, since we don't have a lot of stuff that would be overlapping, but... Yeah. I mean, worst case is obviously if we're wearing it and something else is getting rid of it. It's not like we have other cloaks, but... Feels like something I should probably get an understanding of sooner than later. And deal. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if we, like, any of this is worth buying, or... Because I think, like... I mean, I think having a cleric helps with a lot of things. What does that do? Oh, it doesn't... So when you're in,
for an adventure.
When you're in here, it shows the... Yeah, I'll have to make sure to set them up. I need to make sure they've got potions on their bar and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if I should be buying anything, I guess. Alright, Bokken. And... I guess that's under errands here. Recover Svetlana Levedon's wedding ring from the bandits and return it to her. Gather Fangberry in the spider cave and bring it to Bokken before it spoils. But beware of the spiders. Bokken said that those caves are extremely mean. Gather a bucket of moon radishes and bring it to Bokken. Oh, they're actually separate, okay. And so this is done, but it's still showing. Oh, we can... Wait. Oh, that's kind of interesting. If you clicked on it, it doesn't get rid of it. But okay, I might leave them for now, but I like that they actually have the option. And that you can go back. Yeah, that was probably the thing about that I found the most annoying with Geneforge. Is the fact that you couldn't review completed quests. I just thought that was so strange because it's such a simple feature. But yeah, hopefully they adjust that for Geneforge too, because it's one of them things that would carry over for other games using that engine, and it's just those games are like pretty damn huge. I mean, well, calling that huge when you're in Pathfinder is probably not like so much the case, but I especially found it really difficult with Arcanum, going away from it and coming back. There's almost no way to catch up unless you got a fantastic memory, like, yeah. But, Pathfinder time for now. What do you, well, actually, let's talk to Harem first. I don't know if maybe, I don't know what's going to move the story on, or if we just have to leave, so maybe we'll talk to party and then we'll go to Oleg. Harem pulls his beard, muttering something that could be either prayers or curses. Upon noticing you, he winces. Eh? What? Ah, it's you, Mana. Did I startle you? I'm sorry. Oh no, that doesn't matter. I was just contemplating the futility of existence and the worthlessness of the universe. The ways of Groteus are great. My humble mortal mind cannot fully grasp them, but I do what I can. Harem smiles apologetically. I think Grotus. Just be Grotus. Grotus is the god of the end times, a sentient and cruel moonlet that looks down upon the boneyard and waits for the last living soul to die. When Pharasma judges their last soul after the last living body dies on the material plane, Grotus will descend to the boneyard and move onto the material plane to clean up and pack up the dust for another reality. No one really knows what Grotus is going to do once the last soul is judged, but it is generally accepted that it will not be pleasant. I see. Tell me about your past. My life is divided into two paths. The first was filled with blind wandering, doubts and attempts to serve Torag. The second part began when I sectored Grotus into my soul and received a clear vision of the world. What exactly would you like to know? Torag, also known as the Father of Creation, is a stoic and serious dwarven god of the forge, protection and strategy who values honor, planning and well-made steel. He is often a distant deity, lending magical power to his clerics, but leaving his followers to make their own way through life, knowing that his will make them strong and determined. Where are you from, Harem? My life story began in Larad, a city of dwarven clerics and acolytes. They serve Torag and other dwarven gods. Torag's brothers Angred and Margrim, Torag's wife, Folgrit, his daughters Bolka and his sons Grundanar, Kols and Trud, and also Torag's sister, Drangvit. Aram curves his lip in contempt. I wouldn't be surprised if they built a temple to Torag's pet dog. Sorry, I let myself get carried away. Aram sighs and pulls his beard several times. Larad is the second largest dwarven city in the Five Kings Mountains. It's built up around numerous temple caverns which serve as places of worship for all the dwarven gods. Many pilgrims from every corner of Galarian come to Larad to pray to their gods. Some remain there to live. The Five Kings Mountains are tall and imposing peaks, rich with ore and iron bloom mushrooms. Heavily populated by dwarves, they are the largest center of dwarven culture on or beneath Galarian. Ihelm, the largest dwarven city on Galarian, is located under one of its peaks. Okay. The city is simply imbued with faith. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a cleric. It's no surprise, inspired by the aura of the city, that I decided as a young boy to dedicate all of my efforts to becoming a cleric of Torag. You once tried to serve Torag? Not just tried, it was a burning passion. I craved it by the day and dreamt of it by the night. Haram shakes his head, as if amazed by his own stupidity. You see, Mana, from my first days, I felt the presence of the god at my back, and I heard his whispers and felt his power, though the nature of his power was unclear to me. I thought Torag himself was trying to speak to me, and I did all I could to understand his words. Oh, what a naive fool I was. I had no idea that Torag, that uncompromising, conceited god glamorized by all dwarves, was capable of betrayal. He turned away from me, Mana. He left me in an hour when I put all my hopes in him and desperately needed his support. Torag is the god of craftsmanship, so every follower, especially the clerics, must smith their own suit of armor. The day when his work is finished is like the second birthday for a dwarf. He's newly born in the eyes of Torag. Haram sighs heavily and falls silent for a time. My second birthday never came. I couldn't make armor, not even a sword, not even a simple nail. My hammer smashed my fingers and fell on my feet. Molten iron burned my hands. The clerics laughed as they healed me. They used to say I was cursed by Torag, so finally I gave up any attempt to please the betrayer god. You sure you weren't just bad at crafting things? Even if Torag has rejected you, is that enough reason to leave your homeland? I didn't think dwarves ever worshipped Grotess. How did you learn about him? You don't know much about dwarves, Haram lets out a sad sigh. How can a dwarf cursed by Torag go on living in a city where every single soul bows to Torag? I was alone, disgraced, humiliated, insulted. A lone tear glints in the light before sliding down Haram's cheek and hiding in his beard. Okay, so he's definitely... yeah, probably didn't want to leave, I guess, or, wasn't expected. I was trying to drown my sorrows in drink, but even the owner of the cheapest pub on the road would laugh at me when he put those mugs in front of me. I couldn't take it any longer. I wanted to end everything. But there was one thing that kept me going and prevented me from ending my life. I could still hear that divine whisper behind my back. It was yet faint. It took a long time before I could hear it clearly, but having heard it once, I could never forget it. It was clear that none of Larad's deities favored me, so I left the Five Kingdoms Mountains and went out searching. I didn't think dwarves ever worshipped Grotess. How did you learn about him? Oh, but that blessed day became the beginning of a new life. Alone and abandoned by all, I spent many dull hours in a filthy tavern by the roadside. I don't recall the town, nor even the country. I had no money. In fact, all I had was a hunk of stale bread. I was weary and almost fainting from hunger. And that was the moment when the whisper from my god became more clear. It was like he was calling me. At last my suffering had come to an end. It was a miracle, Mana, and I had paid full price for it with my torments. I couldn't control myself. I walked out of the tavern and straight into the nearest forest, and there I found the ruined temple of Aradon, the lost god. Several figures clad in robes were holding a silent service there, a service to a god I knew nothing of. None minded that I stood beside them. For the first time in my life I felt at home. Aradon was the immortal Aslani who raised the Starstone from the bottom of the Inner Sea in 1 AR, and in doing so founded the city of Absalom and ascended to godhood. Prophecy told of his return to Galarian and the beginning of a new age of glory. On the eve of his return, however, his clerics were cut off from his power, and terrible storms racked the world. Now presumed dead, Aradon's demise ushered in the current age of lost omens. My new brothers told me that they were clerics of Grotess, the god of end times. They were traveling around Galarian spreading the teachings of Grotess, despite all the persecution, contempt, and misjudgment they received from others. I gladly shared this burden with them. For now I knew whose voice who had whispered me for all those years. The Wait, so you couldn't even make a simple nail and you blame Torek? Are you suggesting that my problem was not a curse, just my own inability to work with metal? Or maybe you're saying I was just too lazy? Aram looks into your eyes defiantly, his hands trembling with suppressed rage as he runs his finger over his beard. You're a fool if you think so, an arrogant fool. Have you ever met a dwarf who can't handle a smith's hammer? Even our children craft knives. No, Torek is the cause of my sufferings. The betrayer god deliberately cursed me, just to make me a laughing stock. Aram raised his hand and shaked his fist at someone above. But I won't let myself get angry at you, Mana. You're an ignorant and blind soul, and my aim is to guide you through this dying world that marches towards its end. I will open your eyes or die trying. Brodus will be pleased by either outcome. Let's talk about something else. Oh my god, that was just that one? Holy shit. There's a lot to go through. I'd like to learn more about dwarves. Most dwarves are self-satisfied, stubborn fools serving Torag. They don't deserve my good attitude, Haram winces. But you can ask what you want to know. I'll try to answer. Tell me about the Five Kings Mountains. The Dwarven Kingdom, yes. Well, it's to the south from here. It survived many trials and there will be more yet to come. Haram strokes his beard, contemplating. There is no unity among the dwarves, Mana. The Five Kings rule over our people. They sit on the thrones at the 5 greatest cities, and with every passing day it grows harder for them to come to any agreement. The only thing uniting the Five Kings Mountains is the Sky Citadel of Highhelm, the great dwarven fortress at the mountain's heart. Mighty dwarven fortresses that can be found throughout Avistan and Gorund, the first to be built by the stout folk when they emerged into the surface world during the Age of Darkness. Although 10 citadels were built in total, only a few have survived intact at the present day, and few are still held by the dwarves. Highhelm is among the ancient and expansive dwarven settlements recognized as a sky citadel. Construction during the Age of Darkness within and beneath the lofty Emperor's Peak in the Five Kings Range, it has remained the center of dwarven culture on Istvan for millennia. And just once again, any pronunciation corrections much appreciated. Try my best on them. Have the dwarves always lived in the surface? Oh no, eons ago all dwarves lived deep beneath the surface, and they did rather well, judging by historic records. They built fortresses befitting noble dwarves, but our restless god Torag sent us a prophecy, the quest for the sky. He ordered all dwarves to abandon their fortresses and press upwards to show their beards to the sun, as they say. The quest for the sky is the ancient dwarven migration to the surface of Galarian from their original homes in the Darklands. Their god Torag had given them a prophecy. When the ground shook beneath their feet, they must press upward to the surface. They took massive tremors caused by earthfall in negative 5293 AR? What is that like, is that meant to be sort of like, BC? Like, is that what that sort of is? Yeah, they took the massive tremor, their god Torag had given them a prophecy. When the ground shook beneath their feet, they must press upwards to the surface. They took the massive tremors caused by the earth fall in... I don't know how to say that, because it sounds weird saying minus. They took massive tremors caused by earthfall in 5,293 years before AR as this sign and began their journey towards the surface, finally emerging there in 4,987 years before AR. Is that like, let me know if there's a correct way to say that in like the Pathfinder way, because it feels really weird saying minus, but I don't know how else to phrase it. Anyway, this journey was long and bloody. Many dwarves perished along the way. Others turned back, keeping to their ancient strongholds, eventually to turn into evil Juragar, grey dwarves. But those who survived reached the surface and founded the Sky Citadels, the most glorious cities in dwarven history. Okay, I want to go back to that for a second. So what was that? That was, wow, that's like nearly 300 years. Damn, that's a long journey. Tell me about the Sky Citadels. Oh, they are the peaks of creation, glorious cities built by the ancient dwarves who'd finally reached the surface after many hardships, performing their final labor in the quest for the sky. On the surface of Galarian, Aram's eyes glitter with admiration. They are steadfast, tall, magnificent. They are beautiful. The 10 citadels were built by dwarves, but we've managed to only keep a few. The citadels crumbled, and the orcs, sworn enemies of our people, trampled their blessed streets and ruined the gorgeous palaces of the ancient kings. Aram's eyes grow misty with tears. These were a heavy loss and a great disgrace to our people, Mana. Highhelm is the jewel of the citadels that remain. It is located in the heart of the mountains and the heart of every dwarf. Yes, my heart too. There is a dwarven saying that if an enemy reaches High Helm, every dwarf from all corners of the world will come to defend it. Harum casts a sad glance at you. I'd be there too, but not to help the Citadel's defenders. I'd be there to witness the fall of our people with my own eyes and mourn it. I would fall upon the cold stone and raise my final prayer to Grotus. Okay. I'd like to talk about your god, Grotus. You wish to learn about Grotus? Harum seems surprised and pleased at the same time. Yes, of course. I will answer anything you ask. What are Grotus' teaching about, in a nutshell? Grotus is the end of all that exists, Harum smiles. He's obviously been waiting for this question. Look around, Mana. What do you see? Look again and realize that everything will be destroyed. Our clothing and our armor will turn to dust. The walls of the palaces will crumble into ruins. The trees will fall. And you and I will die much sooner than that. Grotus is a timid watcher. He's been locked away by Pharasma, the goddess of rebirth. From her boneyard he watches over the world, knowing that the time for the final reaping shall come. He's the bloated moon hanging in the sky. He's the harbinger of the last days. He's the one who will stay when all others are gone. The Lady of Graves, Mother of Souls, Grey Lady Pharasma is the goddess of birth, death, and prophecy. She shepherds Galarian's recently departed souls to their final reward. Upon death, souls migrate via the River of Souls to Pharasma's boneyard in the outer sphere, which sits atop an impossibly tall spire that pierces the astral plane. She is among the most ancient deities in the multiverse, but keeps her knowledge of the fate of all souls closely guarded. The boneyard, sometimes referred to as Purgatory, is a neutral plane where the souls of dead mortals from the material plane are judged by the goddess Pharasma. Okay. Pharasma has Grotus locked in her boneyard, so she is stronger than Grotus? Of course she is stronger. For now, Harum nods with dignity, stroking his beard. Grotus is weaker than Pharasma, and many other gods. I would be a fool if I tried to claim otherwise. If Grotus were stronger, the end times would have already come, wouldn't they? But the powers of the other gods fade away. They dissolve slowly, a grain in a century. Grotus collects these grains and waits. He doesn't need to hurry. He knows that his time shall come. Okay. Usually clerics can speak with their gods. What does Grotus say to you? What is his will? Harum shakes his head in resignation. Grotus doesn't speak with his clerics. Actually, Grotus doesn't need any clerics. The dwarf raises his sad eyes to you. He only allows his whispers to be heard, and only by those who are dying to hear them. His words are unclear, but they call to you. His voice comes with the soft rustle of fallen leaves, with the woeful wailing wind at the mountain pass, with the roar of the raging blizzard, and it calls you to strike upon the road. Onwards, always onwards, over the pass, over the bridge, and further along. Up ahead, where the edge of the grey road flashed, and a candle sputtered for the last time before dying. Onwards, always onwards, until your feet can no longer carry you. Harum falls silent, submerged in his own thoughts. Thanks for telling me about Grotus. I've learned enough for now. And let me ask you, what do you think about Grotus? I like your tales. There's an inner truth to them. It was interesting to learn about him, no more or less. But to be honest, I don't want anything to do with him. I like your tales. There's an inner truth to them. What I do feel like there's a strange sort of thing to that, because it's like the sense of, yes, everything will eventually die, and the more time goes on, or I don't know, yeah, there's something there. I don't know, it's interesting. A broad smile spreads across Harum's face. I'm glad you think like that. We'll bring this truth to the whole world and tell everyone that the end is inevitable. Have you ever regretted your decision to abandon Torag and start worshipping Grotus instead? From what I've heard, Grotus doesn't spare the minds of his clerics. They all go insane eventually. Is that true? Oh, that's okay. Have you ever regretted your decision to abandon Torag and start worshipping Grotus instead? Your question might seem offensive, Mana, but I'm not offended. I realize you ask it because you wish to learn more about Grotus. Harum squeezes his beard in his fist, but in a moment he lets it free again. Torag betrayed me, Mana. All he's ever done was look down with contempt on my futile efforts to please him. I crafted armor plates, but they fell apart with a single strike of the fist. I smithed swords, but they broke at the hilt. Torag's priests used to say that such fails were the curse of the uncompromising deity. Harum's fingers grab his beard with such force that it seems he'll tear a handful of hair out of him. That's probably not a good idea. It was Grotus who opened my eyes. He showed me that the failure is a manifestation of his will. The end time is near, Mana, and every failure is just another step towards it. Torag's curse is only half the reason for my failure. The other half is the blessing of Grotus, which I was born from early childhood. Harum smiles warmly at his thoughts. So the short answer to your question is no. I've never regretted opening my soul to Grotus. Oh, that's good. You found your way, you know. Better than being stuck drinking in some pub. From what I've heard, Grotesque doesn't spare the minds of his clerics. They all go insane eventually. Is that true? Ah, who told you that? I'd like to look that slanderer in the eye. Harren burst into laughter, but you can't understand what's so funny. You see, Mana, sanity is quite a relative concept, Aram says as his laughter recedes. Each of us is certain that he's the sanest creature in the world. Meanwhile, we periodically doubt the sanity of others. So what happens if 2 or 3 people claim that someone else is insane? Does that make it true? Perhaps the accused have lost their mind themselves. True. The longer the cleric listens to the whispers of Grotesque, the better he comprehends the essence of his designs, and the deeper his understanding becomes. When enlightenment comes, the mind of a cleric ascends to a new level of understanding, which is inaccessible to simpler souls. Is it insanity? This is for you to decide, Mana. My decision was made long ago. When I reach enlightenment, I'll accept it with joy and delight. Yeah. Alright, that's interesting. Honestly, that's just too much. You're a funny dwarf and you have your peculiarities. But to go insane voluntarily, you should give it up before it's too late. I mean, he's not even saying that though. Like, that's, you know. I mean, depending on what it actually looks like, obviously, it's sort of hard to judge what it actually means from this. But he does have a point. Like, you can have 10 people can call one person insane. Doesn't mean that person's insane. And it's sort of like, I think there's many examples in history of that. People who have been referred to as, you know, whatever it is. And it's just it's ultimately just a mob mentality situation that goes against one person, like, yeah. Or even just, yeah. Yeah, there's some sad examples of that in history. Well, when you learn Grotesque's devised plans, remember to tell me about them. I could use a good laugh. Well, that just seems a little disrespectful. Lawful, your eagerness is commendable. I don't like, okay, we need more choices. I don't care for any of them. Like, because, yeah, I don't really agree with that. That just seems a bit disrespectful to him. And your eagerness is commendable. I don't really, like... all the choices have been really good so far. These really... They're a bit boxed in. I feel like you need a couple more. Like, I would... Like, if I was choosing, I'd probably just go with, like, I don't know, like more of a, like I feel like there should be an option that's sort of like, I don't fully understand it, but I respect your decision to follow your faith type of thing. No, it's the first time I've run into the, like, decisions so far where I haven't sort of felt clicked with one. Honestly, that's too much. You're a funny dwarf and you have your peculiarities, but to go insane voluntarily, you should give it up before it's too late. Because I mean, it's not necessarily like his counter is the fact that he's not saying it's going insane, you know. So I don't really agree with saying that. Well, when you learn Grotesque plans, remember to tell me about them. If that cut off there, I would actually like that one. But I could use a good laugh. That just seems like very disrespectful to him. Your eagerness is commendable. I probably feel most aligned to this, but then the fact that it's like evil makes it seem like it is a bad thing. But I don't know. I feel like it's sort of I mean, I might be overthinking this, but honestly, yeah. This just feels very dickish. Like if you cut off that part's fine. But I could use a good laugh. That just, it feels like you're sort of throwing it in his face a bit, you know? But it's, yeah. You're a funny dwarf, and yeah, see, that even feels a bit like, it just feels very disrespectful, whereas like my thing is more, yeah, like, I don't fully get it, but I respect your decision and everything, because that's where I would sort of fall with it. Because it is, like, I need far more information, because he makes a point there, you know? Because we haven't seen what that actually looks like, you know? But these sort of make it, I feel like being this is lawful good, this is lawful evil, it makes it sound like it is a good and bad thing. But is it really so black and white, you know? I know I am overthinking this, but at the same time, I really don't know which of these to choose. It's, it feels like there should be literally like 2 or 3 more options. I wish they would cut off that last bit. Ha, but when you learn greatest divine plans, remember to tell me about them. See, I like that. But then I could use a good laugh. That just feels like it's a little slap in the face after saying something that's okay, you know? Your eagerness is commendable. See, I prefer that, but yeah. But if it is a negative thing, then... I feel like I want to click this one, but I don't necessarily agree with either of them. Any of them. Which is Oh, I hope there's not too many like this, because I get so stuck, because I've been enjoying the dialogue decisions so far. Like, there's sort of always been one that really fits with how I feel. These are... Yeah, I don't know. Am I... okay, my overthinking aside, do you agree? Are these a bit too boxed in? Like... Your eagerness is commendable. I feel like that, but the fact there's an evil option is like, what? You know, it's fine. Your eagerness is commendable. Harem smiled wrote, I'm glad you noticed it. I dreamed that Grotus will someday notice my eagerness too. I mean, he sounds like he was on the border of suicide before he actually found Grotus, and even if it's not perfect, I mean, I'm not trying to slap his beliefs in the face sort of thing, you know? And we don't really have enough information to make a real judgment on it, but... it's fine. I want nothing to do with you. Leave. Thanks for the conversation. We'll talk later. Oh, did we already go through everything? He nods with dignity. I'll be happy to continue our conversation later. I thought there was still more there. No, I guess we went through them all. Alright. Very good. Get a save down. How is, so how is my alignment looking? I'm curious how that works. Right, yeah, so... it seems like this is like... this is sort of worded weird, isn't it? Because it's like, it's saying alignment shifted to lawful evil. But it's not... shouldn't that, like, more accurately, like, wouldn't that be shifted towards? Because saying shifted to means it has fully shifted. But... you know, like that seems like a weird way to phrase it, because it seemed like, because that would be more accurate to say shifted towards, right? So yeah, I don't know, that just seems a little strange. Yeah, I don't know, I won't get too caught up on these, hopefully, but I guess this is actually where it's at, or is this circle where it's actually sitting? Or... oh, I can't actually... oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, alright, anyway. Which, yeah, she's also... wait, where does it say that? Yeah, she's counter neutral, and he is too, I think, yeah. Interesting. Wow, she has a lot of health compared to us there. Man, I love that, it's so cool. I mean, they all look great, but... Miri's the best. Alright, very good. Let's, go have a chat with Amiri. I can't believe how long we've been talking with everyone. I kind of suspected that could be the case, but it's still good. I enjoy it. Let's see what Amiri's up to. And actually, I might go make another cup of coffee. I think I kind of need it. Alright, Amiri, what are you up to? Training? I guess, I don't know how long this training mannequin... mannequin? I don't know how long this thing would last with her doing that, but, good to see you training. We're gonna talk, Amiri, we're gonna talk, Amiri utters a weary sigh. Alright, spill it, I'm listening. Yeah, I feel like maybe she's not as much, one for talking, so I don't know how much she'll actually be here, but we'll see. We're just talking, you don't like it? Amiri shrugs several times, perhaps flexing her muscles, or maybe just feeling in the silence. Dunno, she admits at last. Depends what we're going to talk about. If it's about monsters or swords or scars, I approve. That's good. And if you're going to ask questions like why and what for or how, screw this. Amiri looks you over slowly head to toe. Or you got even harder ones. Tell me about yourself. This simple question seems to puzzle Amiri. She scratches her head, then starts counting on her fingers. First, I'm a barbarian. I'm strong. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. I left my tribe, the Six Bears. Amiri looks thoughtfully at her four bent fingers and shrugs. And I like fights, she concludes, bending her thumb. A realm of megafauna inhabited by humans almost as savage as the prehistoric beasts surrounding them. The realm of the Mammoth Lords is land in the Avistan far north that is home to myriad nomadic tribes of Kelid barbarians. What's it like to be a barbarian in the Six Bears tribe? Ha, our people are big and strong. We can cut a monster in half with one swing. We can walk 3 days and nights with no rest. We can eat a whole fried aurochs. Delicious? I guess you have to do a lot of training to become as strong as you are. Training? Haha. No one freaking trained me. The boys of the Six Bears got the training. All I could do was watch. Amiri's eyes gleam with anger. And you know what? They were still crap even after all the training, because I kicked their butts hard. Animals, bandits, monsters, all thought they were stronger than me. Idiots. Amiri spits on the ground. Because if you start a fight, you think you can win? You think you're stronger than your enemy? I feel like I read that weird. Because if you start a fight, you think you can win. You think you are stronger than your enemy. Amiri raises her chin proudly. I defeated them all. See all the scars on my face? What does the realm of the Mammoth Lords look like? Huge and freezing. No place for weaklings. Amiri narrows her eyes as if evaluating your ability to survive her homeland. Tribes hunt aurochs herds to survive. Aurochs are fast, so tribe follows herd for days, just to not die of hunger. If you're weak, you stay behind and die in the snow. Tribe cannot stop. I feel like this should have a little elaborate box, a highlight thingy. Also, there are giants and mammoths. Sometimes demons come too, and the mastodons. And the saber-toothed tigers, Amiri grins. You would survive, I think, for a few days. Ha. Why did you leave your tribe? Amiri flushes. Because they were assholes, all of them. Men were cowards and scoundrels, and women were scared like sheep. Amiri rolls her bloodshot eyes in fury. Men there think no girl can be a fighter, because they are weak. They're afraid a woman can beat them. Yeah, she speaks in how it makes sense. I'm getting a bit stumbled, because I'm like, am I reading that correctly? Like, no, that's how she's speaking. And females just nod. Go sow hides, cook meat, watch kids. That's what they always say. But I'm a warrior, damn it. I won't cook hides and watch meat. Amiri is already shouting, her fists clenched tightly. I told them so. I went hunting with men, and what did I get? Still the same. You're a woman, you stay home. He even gave me a nickname, the Soft Chieftain, like a warrior woman was a funny joke. Damn, I even went to hunt those shit-faced frost giants, and there. Amiri suddenly stops, breathing heavily, sweat beading on her forehead. After a moment, Amiri waves her hand awkwardly and forces herself to grin. So I left. Cowards, scoundrels, and sissies they were, that's why. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, who's gonna not call her a warrior? I mean, here's the thing, even if, like, they're, like, that's the traditional way of things there or something, it's just stupidity. If someone has skill, they have skill. Like, you know? Like, you can still have a traditional sort of thing, like, whatever it is there, like, but if she's clearly showing skills of a fighter and you don't recognize it, that's just you being an idiot sort of thing, so, like, especially in a dangerous land, like, you want all able fighters, no? So it's like she can absolutely slaughter people, she can beat all the guys, like, no, just go cook, it's fine. It's like, that's not practical, is it? So, yeah. Quite a good fighter. Amiri jerks her head up. Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was a crappy male, I'd fight better. Is that what you say? She glares at you, her eyes narrow. Or you say I could be better, like, go get some training, Amiri, right? Yeah, I think she's got a bit of a chip on her shoulder, which it sounds like understandably so. I meant exactly what I said. You're quite a good fighter. Don't raise your voice to me ever again. I feel like that's a bit contradictory. Like, why would I tell her not to raise her voice to me? That's the kind of a weird thing to say. You are very good in a fight. You're an excellent warrior. I've just given you a compliment, that's all. Yeah, that's pretty it. That's it. For several more seconds, Amiri continues to glare at your face with suspicion, then, all of a sudden, she mellows. True, I fight good. That's what I do best. Yeah, that's all I was saying. You're rather rude, you know. So I don't actually want to say that to her, but I don't want to miss out on dialogue. You bet, Amiri grins and suddenly frowns. I'm a fighter, big and strong. Everyone's afraid of me. I can't play the softie. Who would ever fear me then? True. The contemplative expression disappears from Amiri's face, replaced by a dreamy grin. I enjoy being feared. When I pass by and all the sissies almost faint, knees trembling, teeth chattering, shit dripping down their pants, Amiri falls silent, fascinated with the picture her imagination's created. Yeah, Amiri's still the best. That's it. That's all for her. Which I guess it sort of fits her personality that there's less, but you sort of want more because it's been enjoyable, like, talking to them. Thanks for telling me. Let's talk about some... Oh, wait, no. Oh, that was just about yourself. Ah, why not? Mary frowns, but you feel she's glad to change the subject. Okay, good. Although that was still, like, most of them, not a lot of long answers and stuff, so... Well, so why did you leave your tribe, and what's the story about the frost giants? I've already told you, they were assholes. They treat women like sheep, not fighters, Mary frowns. As for giants, I'll tell you later. Someday, maybe. That's a formidable sword, but it's not just a simple weapon, is it? You bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is. She proudly raises the blade, and you notice that even though Amiri is extremely strong, she still has difficulty wielding such a large sword. This sword belonged to a real blasted frost giant. I killed the beast and took this looker for myself. Fits me perfect, my damn trophy. Amiri's eyes flash with a menace as if she's challenging some invisible enemy trying to take her away her trophy. I don't need to know, pack your things and leave. No way. Thanks for talking to me. Let's speak again later. Talking. When will we do some monster killing instead? Mary sighs and turns away. Oh, wait, what? That wasn't everything, was it? Oh, was it? I thought there was another... Oh, I was probably just because I wasn't reading them. I guess that was it. Yes, there really actually wasn't that much for her, was there? Huh, alright. Oh yeah, man, I was saying about before, I thought Gene Forge would be better at reading sort of thing, but I think I was even worse with that one, eh? But, you know, more coffee, maybe that'll help. Alright, Oleg. Just you left to chat with. Oleg Leviton. Greetings. Oleg seems to be in a good mood and greets you warmly. You certainly ruffled those villains' feathers. Well anyway, new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Rostov looks like someone spilled milk in it and just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through the soup, not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I'd bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say he deals with all kinds of bad magic. Show me your wares. Tell me about yourself. Why open a trading post in such a dangerous place? I just dislike the noise. Oleg answers reluctantly. I'm from Rostov. Cities are complicated. Lots of people and each with their own place on the shelf. Bow before this one, fear this other. Don't do business with a third, but be sure to be extra nice to the fourth. And villages are a little better. Everyone likes to stick their nose into each other's businesses. I just want a place where I could be my own master. So I ended up here. Should I read this one? Rostov is one of the two largest cities in the fertile region of Rosland in southern Bravoy. Lord Mayor Iosif Selamius leads the city, which is a trade and cultural center that borders the River Kingdom, the Shrike River, and the Stolen Lands. As the birthplace of the Aldori dueling style, the city boasts several Aldori and Talon dueling schools, which has led to the city being a favored place for young nobles to practice dueling championships. Most prominent among them is the Aldori Academy, widely regarded as the region's finest war college. Yeah, I think I did read that, actually. I need to take care of the Stadlog. Do you know anything that could help me find him? Tell me about the Stadlog's gang. Are there any other bandits operating in the area? The other gangs, if they're still here, try to best keep a low profile. As for the Stadlog's men, well, the most notable of them are his 3 lieutenants. The oldest one named is Akiros. He's from somewhere around Taldor. He's fierce in a fight, but from what I hear, he isn't cruel by nature. The other 2 are Dovan and Orcs. They are usually seen together. Orcs is a mountain of a man with the mind of a 5-year-old, albeit a mean and bloodthirsty one. He's quite the fan of torture and bloody executions. Dovan, though, that's the one's a snake in a man's body. I hope never to meet him in the flesh. The rumors about him are more than enough for me. I need to take care of the Stag Lord. Do you know anything that could help me find him? That's quite a task you've set yourself on. The Stag Lord has a fortress somewhere in the area, but only a few chosen from the most trusted of his rabble are ever invited. The location of the fortress is a heavily guarded secret, and with this fog hanging around, I'd imagine it would be even harder to find. I suppose you could try to follow the trail of those bandits who attacked the post before. They came from the southwest, from the side of the Thorn River. The forest might be there, or at least some large camps of theirs where you can find information. The Thorn River meanders through the northern parts of the Nal Marches snow. Oh, whoops. The Thorn River meanders through the northern parts of Nal Marches. Slow, fetid, and teeming with life, the muddy waters flow sluggishly through flooded lands and dense thickets. The locals dare not drink from the Thorn River, and not just because of the filth or the stench. Ravenous beasts lurk in the murky depths, lying in wait and ready at any time to pull prey from the solid ground down to the bottom of the river. What else can you tell me about the Stag Lord? Not much. Not like I've sat down and shared a cup of wine with the man, you know. But I think he arrived in the Stolen Lands less than a year ago from what I've heard. But soon as he got here, he took over everything. I wrote to Rostov, tried to warn them that the Stag Lord wasn't some typical gang leader, but they didn't listen. The rumors about him are horrible. He'll kill a person if they so much as disagree with him. He never reveals his face. Those who've seen him up close report the same thing. Ugly scars cover every inch of his skin, not covered by clothes. The Stag Lord's past is a mystery. He just arrived one day. He was immediately a power to be reckoned with. I guess the most surprising thing about him is that he has many followers who admire him as he has minions who obey him out of fear. He's got some inner strength in him, or maybe an inner madness. There are many who seem to follow him because of that madness, like it's some kind of virtue. I see. Show me your wares. I don't know if there's really anything we want to buy. Probably not. I feel like it's generally best to be saving our money here at the start. I think a lot of that's crap I sold him. Some cheap armor. Anything, Oh, a scimitar. Oh, you're expensive. Heavy shield. What do we... Because you've got a... Oh, it's still pretty expensive. Yeah, I'd use most of our cash if we had to buy that. Masterwork scimitar. Kind of want a scimitar, but I don't remember why. I think we're probably fine with what we got for now. No need to go just rushing out to spend the money we do have. Alright, all good there, I think. Let's organize you. What am I doing? Descending. Very good. Alright, we are done with our chatting. I sort of got through that a bit stumbly. I really hope I improve on that more over time. I thought Geneforge would have sort of got me a bit set on that, but yeah, I don't know. Still not perfect at that. Just one of the things I've never had to do in life. Like, you know, like even back in school, that just wasn't like the whole reading aloud thing. That really wasn't something that ever came up in school. I don't know if it's just how the curriculum landed here. So I really have very little experience reading aloud in such a way. And even when I was younger, I didn't read a lot in terms of novels and things. Like, so yeah, I just don't have a lot of experience with reading, I suppose, in a strange way. Like, I have no issues with it. Like, proficient enough when if I have to read like some... I mean, I've done more reading in recent years, but obviously that's in my head and you don't really stumble in your head, I suppose. I don't know. But hopefully I'm okay, you know, not the worst. That's fine, hopefully. If you're making it through with me, I said, I appreciate it. But I think that's probably fine for now. We don't have that much stuff on us, so
I can
it's all
see
good.
my destination.
And I guess we're good to head off then, are we? I don't think there's anything else we need to do here. Let's maybe do a proper save. Yeah, I guess we have a few quests and things, and so what is our main thing right now? There's, well, of course, the main goal is to kill Tatuccio. But, is this, like, what is... Are we just, like, looking for the stat? Is there... Oh, wait, they're crossed off. Wait, I thought it was going down. Or well... Set off to Thorn Fort and the bandit camp. Oh, alright, what a mess. While we were resting at the trading post, our leader suddenly stared into an empty space, moving his lips as if he were talking to someone. Oh, this is... Oh, I didn't realize that updated from our... When we're talking to... I forget her name, actually. What a mess. While we were resting at the trading post, our leader suddenly stared into empty space, moving his lips as if he were talking to someone. And then he said he knows where the bandits who attacked the trading post are camped. We'll never find the Stag Lord's fortress and all this ominous fog that blankets the area, but if we track down this gang, we'll follow their trail. Off we go. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was going down at some point, but I guess it, yeah, no. I mean, it makes more sense being at the top, but yeah. Because this is sort of the main thing, and then, yeah. Okay. All good there. So, this thing, I don't know, like, should we be straight to focus on this? Like, or will these happen? I mean, that's probably going to come up just as a part of things. But, like, these seem to be more like the, yeah, the cave one. Like, is that optional? Like, should we be doing it? I feel like naturally I just want to do it because, you know, I don't like missing content, but I don't know if it's going to come up naturally or if there's time concerns I should be worrying about, or yeah. So I guess we'll just hope for the best. Hopefully I'll just save enough that if worse comes to worse, can always go back. But yeah, I think we're all set to leave, I guess.
Focus on the goal.
Yeah, very good. for some coffee. And we can head out. Alright, this way I suppose.
I will guide.
Having a nice little stretch there, eh? Hopefully we didn't miss anything. Talk to... Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh, good. Wait, why is that showing there? That's concerning. I checked online. It said that they're like they're all good. Like that personal stash thing is like connected to other things. Like, but that makes it sound like it's not. I mean, it doesn't even show as like a different thing. It's just. I mean, it's not like these are technically valuable, but I don't know why it's showing like this, because it said online, like, that's the personal stash is, like, connected to one at your kingdom and other things like that, so... I don't know how that works. Okay, the map seems like just something common to sell, so maybe I'll take these back, just so we can sort of use the map as a test. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, Amiri, and boom. So, oh, that's current group, wait. No, I do want you all. I thought I was choosing the ones, but no, it's, yeah, okay. All good. Alright, where might we be off to now? Your characters cannot sleep in medium or heavy armor. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, so we can actually go back that way? Oh, it's all covered in fog now. Interesting. Something berry cave. I can't even tell. Is that a T? Oh, it's an F. Yeah, see, I can't even like tell what that thing is. The origin, I should have remembered, but the origin of this giant burrow remains a mystery to the locals. It was named for the plant known as fangberry that grows in the area. So, is this black line where we need to go? I don't know what that line is actually. Is there somewhere specific we need to go, or? We can't go that way. We can go this way, which makes me curious. Well, I assume it's probably fine to be going this way. Oh! I didn't press to stop just then. I kind of thought we were traveling along roads, but I guess not. Oh, there's... Okay. Oh, that's where the bandit camp is. Okay. Can we see anything else? Yeah, I don't know if I should be prioritizing that first, like... And I can go this way. Where's that gonna take us? Oh, hello. I don't know, I guess we'll see. I might jump back. Just also want to see how that works. Hello. A jittery old man in squalid clothing shuffles up to you. His hair grey and unkempt, and he continually clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, fraggled hands. When he stops and looks up your eyes, his eyes widen and he tugs his beard. Remus, eh? Strange weather. Invisible fog creeping out of the woods. Soars beyond the skies, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about seemingly at random. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. I see. Who are you? The old man freezes for a moment. Remus, but they won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? The old man raises his thick eyebrow curiously. I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. The fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. The old man wipes his hand across his face and sighs wearily. But someone must look, and no one else can. Invisible fog, does that mean you can find your way through it? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. I don't have time to listen to an old fool's nonsense. Be gone. I should probably go. One more word and I'll kill you. I should probably go. The old man stares at you intently. You hasten? You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. I see. My rival? Do you mean Tartuccio? I just do what I have to do. I don't care about rivals. No, I care about Tartuccio. I'm gonna kill the shit out of him. The old man tugs his beard again. He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him. They might yet still. I see. What power is he searching for? Someone else's. Old, but forever young. That which was taken from another. That which gave joy and now gives death. Can you tell me where he is now? He's in an old tomb, south of the trading post. Oh, ancient tomb is revealed. Thank you. The old man nods. How do you know we're rivals? I don't know. I see. You can choose where you set your eyes, usually. But can you choose what they see? All the more reason to not linger. Farewell. The old man turns and walks away slowly, muttering softly. Once stolen, this land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Alright, Remus, thanks. Well, that works out pretty well. I guess we made a good choice. I don't know if that was always going to happen no matter what we chose, but that works well for me. Should we check around here? Like, is there any... I don't know if we can find anything in these little random encounter areas.
My destination.
Doesn't really look like it. Just keeping tab to held down. I guess we're heading to that tomb, probably. It seems like that's probably the thing to do straight away, right?
Without
I mean,
a doubt.
like that spider cave thing, I want to do it, but I assume it's not actually like a high priority. Like in the sense that it's not gonna... It doesn't matter as much when we do it. Oh, obviously that's what high priority means.
There are many roads to success.
Very good. Coffee. So, south of the trade, yeah, that's the one, eh? Pathless location is unknown. Unknown. So, the journey will take 1 hour. Sure. I guess we probably want to go down and then that way. I want to go there first. Should we cut in this way? I don't know, I think maybe with some of this traveling stuff, I'll do some save scummy stuff. I don't know, I'm still sort of trying to balance out how I want to handle that. And what the hell is that beeping outside? I have no idea. Alright, let's go this way. Ooh, did we get it? I think we did. Do that. There we go. I do, but I want to save first. Can we? Yes. During the game, you'll meet friendly clerics named Jod, Kavken, and Arisno, who can heal or resurrect your companions for a fee. Well, we already have a cleric, so are we in a better position? Oh, right, and formation is something right. No, we're okay there. Although... Oh, is it ordered based on this? Because honestly, like, despite me trying to take a tanky role, Amiri's got the most health right now. Wait, is that... Oh, are these custom? Oh, you can order them however you want. Oh, okay. Was that... Is there a reset button? I guess it doesn't really matter. Because, like... How do we want to do it? Maybe like that? Because he's... Yeah. I feel like he's still in a better position than her, but maybe back a little. Maybe something like that. I don't know, is that weird? Let's go with that. It'll be fine. Hopefully. Ooh, what you got for me? Those are all very lootable. Very nice. Yeah, gotta remember to press tab. Oh? Ooh. You may not be Tartuccio, but you're close enough. I'm gonna kill you. And I'm gonna kill you. And I'm going to kill... I may have a slight grudge against Tartuccio. Just a little one. Oh, the little shit is here. A gnome in gaudy purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel, Tartuccio, who you knew from your time in Rostov. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Yeah, that's a good way to keep party members. I want Jathel on my team, which I may be saying incorrect. I'm pretty sure it was Jathel, right? Or Jathel. I really do want her on the team. Don't care so much about them. But you, I do absolutely really want on the team, so I'm hoping that somehow this can work to that way, but I don't know for sure.
So Tartuccio, I may serve you, but I am no one's slave. We do what we can, but it is no simple feat to find an unknown object in a vast dungeon.
Yeah, Valyria, you're the one who chose to go with him. We've been doing great. I'm way more friendly.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Yeah, Jathal, okay. I don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce it, but yeah. I want you very much.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Tartuccio turns his gaze angrily upon you. He nods to his guards to draw their weapons. Okay. Don't you have some other pressing business to attend? Perhaps Jumandi's quest to search for the Stag Lord? Valyria, I would say you and your sword can find greater glory than in the service to Tartuccio. He summoned you to fight the Stag Lord's bandits, but now he uses you for more questionable dealings. Jathel, isn't Tartuccio with Agnes long past what you can suffer? I can find a far better use for a companion such as you. Get to the point, Tartuccio. I know you're looking for an artifact, but you plan to use it against me. A barony cannot have two lords. You'll have to just disappear. I like that one. But I really want this, so can we quick save during... Yeah, so if this fails, I might want to save scum it. I don't know, if you have thoughts on save scumming, let me know. Because I want to mix it in. There's certain things that I want to enjoy the story in my own certain way with certain things. But I do think it's also more fun and interesting to just roll with certain things, so I'm trying to find a middle ground with that, but... You know, I guess I just, you know, obviously I'm playing the game and it's a long one, so I've got to have fun with it. But I also don't want to sort of put anyone off by, you know, save scumming in a way that just makes it less interesting. If you know, like, I'm just trying to find a balance with that, so yeah, feedback's always welcome. Or if you don't care, that's also good too. Like, if you just let me know you really don't give a shit, that's also very helpful, honestly. But Jathel, how you doing? Success. The elf looks at you for a brief moment, then nods silently. She draws her weapon and eyes Tartuccio coldly. Ah, Jathel. I knew we'd connect.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of his enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Well, the fact that you call them your servants? That's part of the problem, buddy. That's exactly why she's coming with me. And draw your swords, cover my retreat? He is an absolute piece of shit.
I need inspiration.
Oh? Is Valyria gonna fight with us as well? She was green just then. Alright, let's see. Oh, enlarge. Is she gonna... Are we...
This can't be over.
Oh, what? Are you serious? Really? How? A single shot? Okay. Hopefully that doesn't... Okay. And what's with Valyria then? Because she was showing green then for a second, but now she's not showing anything. And yeah, so it was actually only those two that went with him. I was stuck on that, like I remember, like I wasn't sure if there was like one other, but I guess it was only those two. Okay, how do we want to play this? Can we... Yeah, I think I want to charge her. Charge is... Oh, we can't get that. Can we charge... Oh, we can't attack that too. Oh, so she's probably running with him, I guess, or... Alright, let's go with you. Charge has been pretty reliable. Oh. Not that time. Ah, we can't kill him? That sucks. Can you get a charge on her? Oh, shit. I should have... Ah, that was indicated too. That was my bad then. Let's move you to here. Good. And then... So, what do we got? Ear-piercing scream. Yeah, let's try and daze you. Nice one. Can we resurrect her? Because I feel like clerics can do that, can they? Or do we not have that option, maybe? Let's move you up. Can we get a blessing off to everyone from here? Not quite. Well, let's still bless. That still covers 3 of us. Hopefully we survive. Good. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, Mary, you are the best. Oh, back to us. Okay. You've become frigging huge. Shield. Shield creates an invisible force of shield that hovers in front of you. Indicates magic missile attacks directed at you. The disc also provides a +4 shield bonus. Touch of fatigue. Oh, right. We can burn the 2 of you. That sounds good. Because, okay, so that was... Right, so how does that work? Because that was a standard action, right? But last time I cast that, I was able to attack again, and I was confused as to why I was able to do that. Because it looks like I can again. So does anyone know what's... Like, how does that work? Because I've already used my standard action, right? So why can I attack? Oof, that was an ouchie. Like, yeah, I don't fully understand what's up with that. Alright, let's try and take this guy down. Go for it, Amiri. Oh, that was unfortunate. You move up to here. Ooh, that was lucky. Didn't realize we were actually that close. I'll try and take this guy down.
Serves you right.
Ah, that was helpful. Yeah, I hopefully, like, I assume she's not, like, dead, right? Like, hopefully that's not permanent. Touch of chaos. How about that? I should have probably read through what that actually did. You can imbue a target with chaos as a melee touch attack. For the next round, anytime the target rolls a d20, they must roll twice and take a less favorable result. Ah, that probably wasn't the best thing to use then. Okay. Oh, at least you missed. Ouch. Oh, health's getting down a bit, actually. He can probably heal us next round, right? Should we do another burn? Seems like a good option when we can attack after. Ooh. Oh, we just got a miss on that. Good. This guy's kind of...
Shit. Unexpected.
Okay. So what... How does, like... I don't know how revivals and things work yet, so... I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, Mary, you beast. So good. Do we want to use Rage? Oh, I probably should have already used that, I guess. Lindsay, okay. Yeah, probably just shoot
You
him.
deserved it.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Move on. Jathel, unfortunately down. Yeah, I guess I can't heal myself as I was hoping.
Your life ebbs low.
Good. Nice smack. And maybe move away a little. Well, I think we'll survive, but I'm not... We haven't done well. That's for sure. Ooh, ouch. Amiri. I don't know if charge is like better than just normal, but the health's pretty similar. Let's go for a charge. Oh, she's so good. There you got ear-piercing scream, cure light wounds, sleep. I think it's probably fine to just shoot this guy. Ah, I should have moved away a little maybe. That's unfortunate. Hopefully he can just... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. I thought I misclicked. No, we just missed. Okay. Can't really do much about that. I am unfortunately down. Although it said I had 4/19 just then. I don't know what's up with that. And yeah, is there a way I can be reviving, or is it just like I need to maybe unlock that with Harem at some point? Oh shit. Oh no, she can go that far. Oh, she's so good. Oh, I'm up. Okay, so that's how that works. We lost... Oh crap, what did that say? What a mess. While we were resting at the trading post, our leader suddenly Oh right, so we go. We lost much time tracking the insidious Tartuccio. The bandits surely had time to disappear and cover their tracks. Oh! Really? Ah. So... Was it a bad idea to come here then? Like, I mean... I don't know, because like if we'd gone to there first, I assume Tartuccio probably wouldn't still be here, right? And we did end up with Jaethel in the party because of this, so I don't think it was a bad choice. Tartuccio, our leader's ignoble rival, is searching a nearby tomb for a certain ominous artifact. Let's go there and intervene. Our daring mana and the insidious sorcerer Tartuccio received a special task from Giovanni Adori, a chance to claim their own territory, but only one of them may prevail. We must seek Tartuccio out in Sol... Oh, wait, so that was earlier now, but this is newer, but it's down here. Why does it seem to be going both ways? Or is it because they're done? No, either way, I don't understand how this is ordered. He won't fool us so easily. We'll follow the trail and find their leader. Yeah, like how does that... Because this is going right. Get some rest. Wait, no. Yeah, because that's newer than... Okay, am I missing something here? These seem to not be in the correct order. Like... Because, what do you got? When the danger was past, we decided to get some rest on the second... Yeah, so that's later than... So, yeah, that is descending. So is it the descends, but then the most recent's at the top, or... It's probably very obvious. I'm just finding it a little confusing. But then it's like, this doesn't make sense then, does it? Because... Wait. This seems to be going... like, down. But then... Oh no, I guess that's going down too, isn't it? So I guess the... Yeah, okay. I think it's just the most recent is at the top, but then once they're completed, they go in a downwards order. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Oh, that little thing's gone. But yeah, so does that mean we failed on this one? I mean, either way, I think if, you know... I mean, I assume that's just one of the... Yeah. I guess it was just sort of that trade-off. Like, Jaethel probably wouldn't have been part of our party. Or at least, I mean, there might have been other opportunities or something, but if we didn't come here, presumably, we wouldn't have found Tartuccio, because he would have been long gone already. And yeah, so I guess you do just revive automatically if you fall during things. That's good to know. Is there any penalties from that? Doesn't look like we're like fatigued or anything like that. Okay, very good. Let's grab a few things. Let's grab that and that. Some of these could be useful. We'll double check them. We don't have much stuff on us, so we should actually have a bit of room for weight. That's good. Loot you. Don't really need that. I don't think we're going to need more than one of whatever we just grabbed. Let's check that. Collect all. Alright, well, hello, Jethel. Yeah, she just joined the party. There was no further dialogue or anything, I guess. See what's going on around here. The images carved in the stone is almost completely worn away over the ages. One can distinguish a sickle, sword, and a skull with a single eye socket covered with coin. I guess, yeah, grab everyone. Better. It seems from afar to be but cracks in the stone, but turns out to be a faded image of the sun. A grinning jackal's skull has been recently scratched on top of the image. On closer inspection, one can discern the outline of a head with a single eye. Judging by the outline, this bas-relief was once depicted. Judging by the outline, this bas-relief once depicted the sun and moon. Now it's almost completely eroded. Okay. Oh, still one more loot there. What have we got from you? Oh, one of the expensive bows. Very nice. Studded leather. Don't think we really need that. Wait, how much was that worth? Yeah, no. 20 pounds, 6 coins. I don't think so. Alright, well. Yeah, so I guess they got away, but otherwise we'll be able to find them in some other place, I assume. And I don't know. I feel like we still made the right choice. Because we gained a party member. It was a party member I actually particularly wanted as well. Oh, so you're an Inquisitor. Oh, actually, so... Yeah, that's fine. I actually have a build I want to follow for Jethel specifically. I mentioned before that there was one person I wanted for a particular... I don't know exactly what I said, but there was one person I wanted, and I didn't actually realize at the time when I said that it was Jethel. I'd sort of forgotten the name, but it was her. And there's a particular build I want to follow for her. It sounded really good, and apparently it's like super OP, which kind of sounded fun. And since I don't really know much about the other classes, like... Because I'm thinking, like, for the most part, I'm probably going to follow a lot of the recommended on these guys. If something sounds interesting or useful, I'll go with that, but, like, I'll probably follow the green things. For myself, not so much. We're just going to sort of figure our own rough build out that hopefully works out, but, with her, there is a particular build I want to follow, so I'm going to check that. Okay, yeah, so it's my understanding, well, it'll probably be different, because this is a build that's, like, apparently really good for her, for, like, a harder difficulties. Which is why I thought it might be kind of fun and OP for normal difficulty. But it's my understanding is that she isn't going to be great for like the first like 5 or 6 levels, but like long term she's going to be awesome. So we'll see what turns out, because I don't really know that much, which is why I thought it would be sort of fun to do it. Because I think this is based on like, I don't know what difficulty, but like apparently this is really good for like one of the higher difficulties, so I thought that'd be kind of interesting. So it's let's see. So for level 2, it is Undead Sorcerer. That's what we want apparently. Which is that Sorcerer? I don't really know what a lot of these things mean, so we'll see how it goes. Do I do that? It says Undead Sorcerer, but I don't know what that means. Is that one of them? Your ties to nature have more to do with creatures than capriciousness. Your heavenly power derives from insight rather than force of personality. Your magic comes from the knowledge and traditions that your bloodline accumulated through the generations, not just from the force of your personality. Use your intelligence rather than your charisma to determine all features and effects reflecting your sorcerer class, such as bonus spells per day, the maximum spell level you can cast, the save DCs of your spells, and the number of daily uses of your bloodline powers. Okay, so... I don't know what Undead Sorcerer means. That's probably less helpful, isn't it? Maybe I should check what that actually means. But I don't know, maybe I'll regret following this, but it's only the one character I'm following a build for, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so I think maybe it's just Sorcerer, because then we choose a bloodline. That would be my understanding. Is when they're saying, like, Undead Sorc. Sorry, music's cut off probably right now. Yeah, I'm seeing just Sorcerer, then Undead Bloodline, so I assume that's what Undead Sorcerer means. Sorcerers excel at casting a selection of favored spells, frequently making them powerful battle mages. As they become familiar with the specific and ever-wielding set of spells, sorcerers often discover new and versatile ways of making use of magic other spellcasters might overlook. Their bloodlines also grant them additional abilities, ensuring that no two sorcerers ever quite... Okay, that seems right. Yeah, so, I think this is based on the unfair difficulty, possibly, being like rather OP for that long term. So, we'll see how it goes, you know. As I said, most of the other party members, I'm just going to follow rough recommendations, so I don't know, I thought it'd be interesting to see how it goes. Because there's so much information, as much as I do like, you know, digging into it, there's just so much, so I don't mind a little assistance. And I don't know, let me know what you think, if you feel the need. So, next. Okay, so now we choose, alright, so now we've got, the blood, okay. So, undead bloodline, I assume that's the one then. Okay. And is there anything else to... Is that... Oh, I guess it would have been... Say, is there anything else we choose? But I guess not. Oh, wait, is there... Do we not choose a feat, or... I feel like there was... Because didn't we choose other things previously? I guess not. No, because you got the... Oh, that's at level 3, I guess. Okay, I think that's gonna be okay. I guess we'll see, because I mean, the build's concerning me now because it says level 2 feat, but I don't know. We didn't get to choose skills or anything either, did we? Hopefully this works out okay. I guess we'll see. I don't know if, because you got the skill reset thing too. I don't know if that works on companions or just us. But I guess we shall see. Oh no, skills. Oh, right. I thought the skills part, like when we choose these, was the last one. Maybe that's why I'm getting confused here. Okay, all good. So, what do we want to put in for stats? Those are all... No, we don't have any of those. As for these... Oh wait, can we... Yeah, no, we can't touch them. Sorry, I'm like following a build, but I don't really know what I'm doing, so... it's fine, it's fine. I don't actually know what I should be putting into these. That's probably less helpful to... I should probably know that, shouldn't I? Okay, it looks like the reason they aren't listed is because it doesn't really matter so much. Basically, choose what you want was the thing there, although persuasion and use magic device were recommended, so... Kind of tough for me being such a noob on this and making those judgments, but I guess we'll go with that. And other than that, maybe... He's going to be a sorcerer, so... I mean... Well, she's Inquisitor and Sorcerer, so I don't know what helps the most. It's really hard for me to make a judgment on that. But I guess this build is not overly dependent on them. So... A perception. Instead of high perception, this skill represents a character's acuity, which same was in... I don't know, like, what a lot of these... relate to. I mean, they say, but like I don't know what helps the most. So these are like listing and recommended, but it doesn't say which class too. Like, is this being recommended for the Inquisitor class or the Sorcerer class, you know? Got high perception. Oh, we could... Alright, I guess we'll just do that. Those are what were recommended, so I'll run with it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, very good. And as for this, what do we want? We want meta magic. Extend, I believe. Yes, that's what we apparently want. Is that just that? Yes. And then for feats, we want Snowball and True Strike. So you conjure a ball of packed ice and snow that you can throw at a single target as a ranged touch attack. The snowball deals 1d6 points of cold damage per caster level. You gain temporary intuitive insight into the immediate future during your next attack. Your next single attack roll, if it is made before the end of the next round, Gains a plus 20 insight bonus. It seems like a big bonus. Additionally, you are not affected by the mischance that applies to attackers trying to strike a concealed target. Alright, so some of this will be like, it's sort of weird following a build I'm not familiar with, but that'll be sort of fun to figure it out as well, I guess, you know? We'll see how we go with that. Alright, very good. And there's some, like, actually, the reason I like this build too is there's like little notes about why some things are there and stuff like that, so one of the notes for this is to get the lesser rod of extend as soon as possible. Then extend plus snowball can do good damage early on, or at least some damage, because I think it's like the first 7 levels of this build isn't great, but this build is also based on playing at a much higher difficulty, so I figure it's going to be pretty interesting to try it out for a normal difficulty, you know? Alright, very good. Yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Right, before we move on, probably going to want to heal up. What is the most efficient way to do that?
Was lost in thought.
So, oh, that heals everyone in a... Yeah. Don't you have like a... What else? Yeah, there's more spells, isn't there? Need to actually... Let's bless. Right, I should probably be filling these bars more with certain things. Oh, so you've got charge as well. I kind of like charge. Touch of chaos, that's... Alright, yeah, there's some things already there. Don't you have like... Maybe where do we see spells again? That would just be the character page.
I'm still here.
Open spellbook? Yeah, that worked. Cure light wounds, I think, is what I was thinking of. But where does that show up then? True strike. Or are they not in the spellbook automatically, maybe?
The end draws near.
Yeah, because that doesn't show up. I don't know how all this works. Like, does that have to... Because he... Whoops. So he's got a fair few things here. But they don't all show up here, right? They didn't seem to. Because that's only got 2 things in there. And then that... So do you have to add them into here? I don't know how this works. Spells memorized. What am I... Like, can I just do that? Like, can I just use this, or is this... Oh. Memorize. So those 2 are there, and that's what's there, isn't it?
This awaits us.
There's another slot there. Is that why I can memorize one, or... I thought he just, like, had all these. Maybe I don't really understand things. I mean, there's a lot I don't understand, but... I just wanted to use that in general, but I don't know if that's... If I want to be memorizing, or... Because that doesn't... So why are they both here? Oh, okay. Can I put you there? Did I just memorize that? Or is that... I can put whatever I want there? Oh, okay, so maybe memorize is different. I don't know what the memorize thing means. Okay, so that's got 0, so I can't actually use that anyway.
Oh, sorry. Was lost in thought.
But what if I had it there? No, that's still... So does memorizing maybe give you, like... Is it like he can use all these, but without memorizing, there's 0 per day can be used? So I have to memorize to add to that? Is that sort of what I'm seeing here?
Patience.
Domain slots. I don't know what that is either. I mean, can they be changed around, or... Oh, okay. I see. The subject gains a +2 deflection bonus to AC and a +3 resistive bonus on saves. Both these apply against attacks made or effects created by lawful creatures. Okay. Well, I guess there's no point having... Although I can't seem to remove it. Oh, wait, forget. Is that... So is Memorize putting that there? Is that the... I don't know if that's choosing something or... Alright, I guess I won't worry about that for the second. We could still use this. I don't know if that... Yeah, that probably seems wasteful to use out of battle though, right? Since we still can only use it so many times. I just didn't know if I should be using potions to heal or spells is what I was sort of stuck with there. Because they don't actually use... They don't do a ton. I did enough though. Put another one of them there. You don't have any of them, do you? Put a couple on you. Ooh, we probably should have bought some more of these, actually. Oh, you've already got a couple. That's nice. Let's give you one more. You one more. And you one more. And so what have I got here? Expeditious Retreat and Scroll of Shield. I'm going to put those away. And... Because I can put these up here probably, can't I? Yeah, we might want to use some of them. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Alright, very good. Let's save. And I guess we should continue on into here.
Never
Well, actually,
stop learning.
you know what? I'm just realizing I've been recording for about 2 hours, so I might actually leave it here for this one. I'm trying not to go crazy long with these, which is unfortunately based on YouTube's processing time, which I don't like being limited by that, but it is a limitation, because I'd like to get this one up the day after the last part, and around 2 hours should guarantee this will be at least 1080p by the time that hits, so yeah, and I think it's a pretty good stopping point anyway. I mean, we've obviously got this to continue on with, but yeah, we have a new party member. I'm sort of figuring things out. We had a good read through at the start, learning more about our companions, which I assume we'll be able to have a good chat with her once we have a next stop somewhere, so that'll be good too. And yeah, I don't know, it's, I'm feeling good about this still. I am curious how far away Kingdom Management is, because that's one of the things I'm actually daunting quite a bit, but overall I'm really enjoying it. I'm liking the characters. I don't know, there's so much to it, both in terms of mechanical depth and also just the lore and the world and stuff, which I really enjoy. So, yeah, I don't know, I'm feeling good about this. Yeah, I don't know, and just again, any tips, comments, suggestions, all very much appreciated, so, yeah. But for now, I would just say thank you very much for watching, I hope you're enjoying, and I'll try and get the next part out sooner than later as well, because I do want to keep playing some more of this. Definitely want to go hunt Tarduccio down. I'm curious how that's going to end. Also curious if Valeria's going to end up in our party. I don't care about her as much, but she does seem like a tanky character. So I always associate them with survivability, which is a good thing, so yeah. But yeah, just again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.